Good morning, folks. Hope you're well. A few things I would like to discuss in this video, but firstly, I've achieved my first rare threshold win of the season. As you can see, those are the 5 heroes who managed to score 250 plus. In fact, they pissed it actually. Between them all, they achieved 308 points, so I'm delighted with that because that brings home $50. Briefly just go over the players that I used in this team this week, how much I paid for them and when I bought them. Pavlenka, you can see I paid 295 quid for 2 months ago. His scores are very consistently decent to average, I suppose. A few green scores there, which is good. Also, Pavlenka, he is the Czech #1 goalkeeper. So he'll be used or could be used during the international break, which gives him more and more utility, which is another thing I always look for. So delighted to get him when I did, and for the price, because I think he's going for like 400 odd quid now. The defender I used was Boris Popovic. I've mentioned him in a video I've done previously. Picked him up for just over, nearly 13 quid 3 months ago. First team regular, young lad from Cercle Bruges. Doesn't score great, but he is capable. As you can see, the week before, he hit a 73 with no decisive. Like I said, he's a young lad, and hopefully in time he matures, gets better, and that will reflect in his scores. Incidentally, his score would have been 58 had they not conceded in like the 93rd minute on Saturday. The midfielder I used was Otar Kitchevili. As you can see, I only bought him just before the window for this game we closed. I was delighted to get him for that price, and it's a new season card. As you will see, the previous auction, he went for almost double from what I paid. The story behind this, and I recommend anyone doing this, is people who win rewards who don't want the card. Quite often they'll sell him for a lot cheaper just to get rid of him and get the F in. And that's what's happened here. He was a reward from someone who had no use. Sort of just wanted to get rid, basically. So I took advantage of that, and I'm delighted to get him for 39 quid. This game week, he scored and assisted. And again, he's a Georgian international. So possibly, if he starts, I'll have some utility with him during the international fixtures. Now, one of the forwards I used was Philip Hoffman of Bochum. He assisted a goal on Saturday. Bought him for 42 quid 3 months ago. Decent striker, nothing more than that really. Plays for a poorish team, but he will chip in with a goal or an assist from time to time. And that's all you can ask for a cheap striker. Last but not least, Ibrahim Mustafa was the extra player I used as a striker. He plays for Lask. I paid, how much? 35 quid for him 3 months ago. Like I said, he plays for Lask. Again, he's only a young kid. He's certainly not set in the world of lights with his performances. He got dragged off at half time on Saturday or Sunday, whenever they played. So I'm hoping this lad matures with age and he can start finding the back of the net or assisting on a regular basis. So those 5 players there cost me roughly around 424 quid. And the majority of that cost is obviously in the goalkeeper. So $50 equates to nearly 40 English pounds. So just one threshold with these players has returned 1/10 of that investment, which in my opinion, the ROI on threshold teams is sensational. It always has been, and it's the way I will always continue to play Sorare. And if any new user asks me what they should prioritise first and foremost, whatever scarcity you can afford, I would always target the thresholds first and foremost. Now this is leading on to something I want to talk about. I'm going to release a video possibly in a week or two. I don't want to release it quite yet until I've done what I need to do on Sorare. However, I've been checking scores in certain leagues, etc., what is needed to even earn a shitty tier 5 reward. And on the basis of what's come back, I'm going to have a massive change in terms of what I'm going to be targeting on Sorare. But like I said, I don't want to jinx it or do anything yet by producing a video until I've got certain things in place with my gallery, etc. And then once that's done, I will let you know and tell you why I've decided to change a little bit of my strategy on Sorare. I'm only mentioning this now because this is going to affect the competition that I'm currently running. And the first 2 weeks of running my competition, neither person has won any reward whatsoever. So that's sort of led me to start looking in scores, etc. And why I'm deciding to sort of change part of my strategy on Sorare. Like I said, I don't want to go into big details now. I will let you know in due process. But for the time being, and I know I announced the next winner on a previous video, it's going to come to a halt at this moment in time because the purpose of me creating this channel is to try and help new users in particular to get a good start and a head start, get them a good reward, etc. This is simply not happening. So I want to ensure any competition that I run that is worthwhile and it's going to benefit users. Currently, going off the first 2 weeks, I'm looking at analysis of certain things on Sorare. I don't think that's going to be the case, so I need to change it. So the 9 people who are left on the competition will have a go at whatever I decide the new rules are. And the 2 that have been before, they will go to the back of the list, but they will also have another opportunity. So guys, that's it for the time being. Look out for this video. It's nothing like major or anything like that. It's just me changing due to my opinions on how I should be playing it. But what I would say, I think there are people just playing Sorare, blasé, not realizing what they need to achieve in terms of points to win rewards, etc. And I think it'll be a real eye-opener to some. So best of luck in whatever you've done this game week and the game weeks to come, and I'll see you very soon. Cheers for watching.